Hey, welcome back, Aquarius. I'm here to do the reading for you if you have Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Collective message. We're going to use Antique Anatomy Tarot today. Aquarius, your traditional ruler is Saturn, which just went direct, I believe, in your sign. Is it in your sign? Yeah, it is. In your sign of Aquarius. Just went direct on the 10th. Jupiter is also stationing, getting ready to go direct in your sign. So you might feel some things changing. Forward motion, some shifts. It could be slow though. You don't always notice right away with those planets. Sometimes it takes time because they're slow moving. Okay. I think I've shuffled enough. Past, present, future. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aquarius. Let's see what we get. Let's see what kind of messages we have. One card at a time, please. 3 cards at once. It's too many. Not fond of that. Again. It's interesting though that they flipped. It's a big stack, but the world came out on top, which is Saturn. And I was just talking about Saturn. Traditional ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. The modern ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. So just depending on if you practice or follow astrology, if you do more modern or more traditional or hybrid. Okay, 1. Past is the High Priestess. High Priestess is, she's sacred knowledge. She's spiritual practices. She's mysteries and secrets. So it could be like you could have been getting, okay, present, the Sun. Somebody else just had the Sun. I forget who. The Sun and the future. Oh. Wow, we had major arcana. What did I say for Aquarius? Like with your ruler in your sign. So it's in its domicile. Going direct. Future's Judgment. All right. I was talking about High Priestess. And I was saying maybe you were like getting more in tune with your intuition. Maybe you've been developing like some spiritual practices or learning about some of those things. Maybe you've been keeping some secrets. You've been withholding information or knowledge, or maybe somebody has been doing that to you. But you know what? You might have just found out about it because the Sun sheds light on things. The Sun is consciousness. It's awareness. It's also like joy and happiness and abundance. It could be the ego. But I almost thought for a second that this might have been the Moon, and I would have been like, whoa, like major secret stuff. But with the Sun, like usually it's something that's being brought into your awareness, brought into your consciousness. Maybe some deep stuff has been sort of brought forth for you recently. Patterns, belief systems, habits, desires. Judgment is rebirth. Judgment is like a spiritual awakening. It's sometimes second chances. Let's get a overall energy card. That was fast. The card's been kind of jumping for you. Ooh. Can I take that back? Three of Swords is overall energy. Three of Swords is normally like the heartbreak card. It's pain and grief and sorrow and loss and heartbreak. It can be about separation. It can also be a card of healing, though. It can be a card of like healing those things, really feeling those feelings. A lot of those like feelings that aren't so great to feel, but when we feel them, then we heal them, we process them, like it's coming up to go is kind of what I think of. Like, I forget who I saw, like a very prominent, like it was like a TikTok or an Instagram reel, like a spiritual leader, and he was saying it's coming up to go. When something comes up for you, it's coming up to go. Like when you can feel your feelings, that's how you allow them to move through you. A lot of times with Three of Swords, it can represent that. It can be like really allowing deep pain or heartbreak or old wounds to be felt, to make themselves known so that they can be released. With Swords being the air element and often representing communication, sometimes this can be talking it out with somebody, talking it out with a therapist, talking it out with the person or people that have caused this pain, getting to the heart of the matter and really like having a conversation that facilitates healing. Some kind of like pain or heartbreak or loss, though. Maybe something that you have held onto, stuffed down, hidden from yourself, or something, some kind of like heartbreaking. Sometimes it can be like a secret because it's communication that hurts. Sometimes it's a lack of communication that hurts. And with the High Priestess here, it could be like something that you didn't know, something that was hidden from you, something that was withheld that caused pain. But then the Sun sort of sheds light on it. If you hid it from yourself in the past, if you didn't allow yourself to see it or feel it, now could be the time when you're shining light on it. Like, and you think about the Sun. Think about how the Sun, it casts a shadow, right? And I think of shadow work a lot when I get the Three of Swords, because shadow work is a lot of times just sitting with our painful feelings and feeling them and acknowledging them and allowing them to be felt so that they can be released. And I think of this, how when we're made aware of things, like with the Sun, when the Sun shines really brightly on something, it can cast a really long shadow, but then you can be made aware of that, which facilitates healing. Yay, great. And then you're awakened, like you're reborn, you're made new, and that could be an old relationship that hurt you in the past, that it's still Mercury retrograde, so that could be a thing. It could be, it could be like a person maybe who hurt you in the past that you get to have a second chance with. It could just be yourself. You become a new version of yourself. You become a different version of yourself. You, like, look at how this is popping out of the casket. And then these words here in Latin, I'm not going to try to pronounce them. I have Googled them many times. Part of the phrase is missing, but I think it sort of loosely translates to you will not know the hour or the day, which is, it's like, there's something that I'm trying to get at with that, but I'm having trouble grasping it. It's like the fact that things could change at any time, that uncertainty, like you will not know the hour or the day. And with rebirth, with judgment, with a reckoning, it could happen at any time. And if you've done this like deep healing work, or you're in the midst of doing this deep healing work, facing things that maybe you haven't had the courage to face before, or you weren't aware of before, when you can do those things, new opportunities are presented to you. Old things can be made new again. And, you know, that's ultimately up to you, Aquarius. Like, you can decide that. You can, that's the thing about judgment, I think, for me sometimes is, it's called judgment for a reason. Like, some things can have a rebirthing process and some things can be just laid to rest forever. Laid to rest forever. Rest in peace, right? Some things you can just lay to rest. You can just be like, okay, I'm done with this now. Sometimes having that like closure conversation can really facilitate that for you. So it can go either way. Something can be made new, a relationship, something with a person, or it can be laid to rest once and for all. It can go either way. That's up to you to decide what you want to do. I think I'll get an advice card for you, Aquarius. Advice. What do you have here? You have a 2. You have a 10. Is that no. Yeah. Okay. And then you have a 20. 2 times 10 is 20. Those numbers are interesting. 2, 10, 20. This feels like maybe this is something that's been playing out for a long time for you, Aquarius. I asked for advice. I think that's what I was doing. And did you see that? It went like, woo. What is that? Another 3. We've got patterns here. So your overall energy card was the 3 of Swords, which is like heartbreak, pain, loss, and your advice. 3 of Cups. What does that say on there? Joy, bliss, and love. 3 of Cups is like, it's usually like, it's close friendships. There could be something here with 3 people going on, because 3 usually kind of point to that for me anyway. Like 3 people, 3 entities, a relationship with 3 people, a relationship with 2 people in somebody's job, or somebody's bad habits, or somebody's issues, a relationship with 2 people and a friend who interferes, or a family member who interferes, or something like that, or you know, you being in a relationship with person A and person B, you know, something like that. But look at the contrast here. Like, Cups to me can be like a very and like, this is called elixirs. What does an elixir do? It's like, it's healing. It's a tonic. It's a joy tonic, a bliss elixir, and a love potion. So as advice, like, being open to those connections, being open to finding your people, and relying on your trusted people, the people that are close to you, to share your feelings with them, to celebrate with them, to meet new people who will embrace you for all that you are and all that you're becoming. Yeah. I really love that for you, Aquarius. You deserve it. You deserve it. Happy times and celebration, and like it's like, for me, this card can be like love, relationships, romantic stuff. You know, you take the 2 of Cups, which is the 2 people like sharing the cups in the relationship, and then the 3 is the next step. It's like a relationship going to the next level, or it's your chosen family, the people who are really close to you, or, you know, your family of origin too, if you have really good solid connections with them. Keep the faith, you know, like, this is all really big stuff. This is major arcana. This is you know, 3s, which are the number of manifestation of things, things being like made material, things happening, things coming to pass. It feels very big. really like it for you. So keep cultivating those connections. Keep believing that that's out there for you, that people love and accept you for who you are, and that you deserve that. And that, oh yeah, because look at the flowers. I love that. They're like the same. And that people will love and accept you for the person that you're becoming too. And that if they don't, then you can let that go and lay it to rest too, once and for all. I really love that for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.